Hey everybody, welcome to the 30-day Lifelong Vitality Challenge. My name is Elizabeth Crawford and I'm an integrative nutrition health coach and essential oil specialist. I'll be covering the first part of this challenge, which is nutrition and supplementation. And it's just the very beginning of an 8-part series that goes along with the wellness pyramid. So if you're not familiar with the wellness pyramid or you need a refresher, it is a way to focus on your lifestyle changes and choices so that we don't have to be visiting the doctor's office every other week and relying on medications and medicine in general, and really being able to be a healthcare and solutions provider in your own home. So the pyramid looks like any pyramid. On the bottom, we have eat right, which I would prefer to call nutrition and supplementation, just because I truly believe that there's no one way to eat right for everyone. So nutrition and supplementation, the next one up is exercise and movement. And then we have rest and manage stress. Above that, we have reducing toxic load. And then the next section is informed self-care. And then at the tippy top, we have proactive medical care. So the idea behind this is if we focus on the bottom four, nutrition and supplementation, exercise, rest and manage stress, and then reducing toxic load, that we need a lot less proactive medical care in our lives. So you can really take care about 80 to 90% of health concerns when focusing on these lifestyle changes and really reduce the need for seeking out medical attention. So we like to have a solutions provider in every home, and you can be that person for you and your family. So a couple things I wanted to cover. I guess just a broad understanding of what to expect. So over the 30 days, each section of the wellness pyramid will be addressed in about a 5-day period. So I'll be starting off with the nutrition section, and then we'll have 5 days dedicated to exercise, 5 days dedicated to resting and manage stress, and so on and so on. And you're going to hear from some really great leaders and practitioners about best practices and lifestyle changes that you can make in each one of those categories. So if you filled out the vitality assessment and you scored yourself in each one of those sections, you know where you need to pay attention. So some things I just want to clear up too about nutrition as a whole. Like I said, there is no right way, you guys. It is not a one size fits all scenario. I cannot prescribe a diet for you that is going to work for everyone. The best thing that you can do for yourself is really take advantage of this time, this 30-day period, and try an elimination diet. And I know people get really nervous around that topic because you're taking away my sugar, you're taking away my gluten, you're taking away my dairy. It doesn't have to look like that. And just to give you a little bit of an understanding of how the elimination diet works. So irritants in your food actually stay in your system for 3 to 4 weeks. So the tricky thing about this is your symptoms might show up days or weeks after having consumed the item. So you really want to use that 30-day period to target a specific irritant and eliminate it completely. And this doesn't mean that it is going to be out of your diet forever. It's just going to give us an indication, give us some information here. It might be a trigger that is causing some of your symptoms. So if that is the case, then you want to avoid it, right? You want to know what that trigger is. So it's really just a way to identify what's giving you the discomfort. And the discomfort can look like anything from skin irritations to migraines to obvious symptoms like digestive discomfort, gas, bloating, diarrhea, constipation, pain, distension. All of that stuff can be related back to something in your diet. And again, it doesn't have to be something that you pull out permanently, But if it's a trigger, you want to avoid it and maybe just reduce your consumption of it, or pull it out for a little bit of a longer time, maybe, and this might scare you a little bit, but 4 months. Pull it out, and then your body will be allowed to heal during that time period. It'll reduce inflammation, let your gut lining heal, and then you might be able to tolerate that ingredient a little bit better. And it's not a life sentence. You know, the elimination diet is not a lifestyle diet. It's not a permanent situation, but you're going to find that when you pull out common irritants like gluten, soy, dairy, um, that you're going to feel better. These are commodities that are overproduced. They are produced with the cheapest production technology possible, and it pumps out a really poor quality product. So that is one of the main reasons that these foods are not really tolerated by a lot of us anymore. So unfortunately, um, it's something that a lot of us really need to consider. So I am jumping ahead a little bit, but I want to just list off the common irritants so that you can make a choice. I just recommend picking maybe 2 or 3 of these. You can even just do one and really start to get to know your body in 30-day increments. So the offenders are gluten, soy, dairy, sugar, eggs, caffeine, processed foods, nightshades, grains, nuts and seeds, citrus fruits, and yeast. So that's a really long list. And if you pull all of that out of your diet, you're not going to have much left, right? It'll just be meat and very specific vegetables and fruit. So we don't want to do that. That's insane. I'm not going to ask you to do that. But I will ask you to take 30 days and pick something out of this list. And if you're brave, to pick 2 or 3 things and pull them out, see how you feel. And then at the end of the 30 days, you want to reintroduce one at a time so that you can track your symptoms and see which one is the offender. Okay. And this can be an ongoing process. Unfortunately, none of us came with a user manual, but we need to write our own user manual. And this is the way to do it. And you can really take 30-day chunks, 1 month at a time, and focus on a different irritant every single month. And then you'll know if when you eat gluten, you get bloated, and you will stop saying things like this, I have my mother's stomach, it's genetic. All the women in my family have this. It's just how we are, right? There's such a thing as epigenetics, which just means that you don't have to accept the cards you were dealt, that you can turn gene expression on and off with your lifestyle choices. So you are not sentenced to a lifetime of bloat and constipation and skin irritations and migraines and arthritis, you guys. This is not your life sentence. You can rewrite your genes essentially. So that is really powerful, and I want you to feel empowered by this, not overwhelmed. So please take into consideration the idea of doing your own little elimination diet throughout this process. Let's talk lifelong vitality real quick, because that's what we're here for. It's the Lifelong Vitality Challenge. You got the Alpha CRS, the XE Omega, the VMZ, the Microplex VMZ. And so the Alpha CRS, this is for energy production. It's a super strong antioxidant and it helps with a healthy inflammatory response. This is great for brain health. This is great for allowing your cells to produce energy. We have these little things in our cells called the mitochondria. You might remember from 8th grade science. These are the powerhouse of the cell. And as we get older, they're like a beat up old car. The older we get, the more beat up this car gets, right? And as it's producing energy, it's producing a lot of exhaust. And it's not as efficient as it used to. It's kind of like an old car pumping out a lot of smoke and backfiring. We don't need to have that in our lives. We want to have really efficient, clean energy production coming from our cells. And that's what Alpha CRS does. It's a strong antioxidant, so that like muffler exhaust, that is oxidation, and this helps to reduce the amount of oxidation, to completely counteract it, and it allows for your mitochondria to produce clean energy, so that we don't need to turn to things like energy drinks that are loaded with sugar and have a cascade of other health concerns that come along with it, or caffeine, or anything else that you're using to artificially produce energy in your body. You know, we are the source of our own energy, right? So the XE omega, it's the ultimate support for brain and heart health. CoQ10, it is loaded with the omega-3s that are lacking in the standard American diet. So omega-3s come from things like leafy green vegetables, fatty fish, nuts and seeds, and those are sorely missed from most Americans' diets. So supplementation is really super supportive in this area. And what's more important than our brain and our heart, you guys? We need those. So this is going to support with brain fog. It's going to help with joints. So if you have any sort of discomfort and inflammation in your joints, it's going to help in that area. It's awesome for skin, hair, and nails. And probably the most important thing too is it's loaded with essential oils. This supplement has 9 essential oils in it, including frankincense and clove, 2 of the strongest antioxidants on the planet. So you can look up clove on what's called the ORAC scale, and it is at the tippy top. And then if you look at it from a essential oil standpoint, which is hundreds times more potent than a dried herb, it is unbelievable how strong this antioxidant is. So the other thing that's great about this too is the strong antioxidant properties of the essential oils in your omega-3 help to keep the delicate omega-3 oils from oxidizing. And oftentimes, other supplement brands will give you an omega-3 or a fish oil or a cod liver oil or what have you, and it causes you to like burp up and repeat this fishy flavor, which is foul, you guys. But with this supplement, that doesn't happen because of those antioxidant properties. The fish oil doesn't oxidize. So when that's happening, when you're getting those fish burps, you're burping up oxidized fish, which is like, it's rancid, it's going bad. So awesome, awesome product from that standpoint too, just from like a shelf life and sustainability is awesome. The Microplex VMZ, this is where your real foundation comes into play. This is all your vitamins and minerals. And the thing is, you guys, you can actually absorb them. So many supplements on the market, on the shelves are, they have the vitamins in the supplement, but they're not made in a way that your body can actually recognize them as food and absorb and put those nutrients to use. So you're essentially just giving yourself really expensive pee because you're eliminating all that stuff. It's not sticking, and it's a total waste of money. So that's what really sets the Lifelong Vitality apart, is that it's absorbable. Your body knows what to do with that. It's literally made from vegetables. If you look at the ingredients, and I go ahead, look at your ingredients, pause the video, grab your Microplex VMZ and look, you guys, it's loaded with leafy green vegetables like kale and Brussels sprouts and parsley and dandelions, like things that your body's like, oh, I know what to do with that. This is easy, right? Like, keep it coming. So that's my little spiel, you guys, about the Lifelong Vitality. You also will notice too that like there are other supplement brands out there that have really impressive lists of ingredients, but when you look over at the volume or the quantity, it's a fairy dusting. There's not enough of that product in there to actually have a therapeutic result, and that's what sets us apart. And if you wanted to replace the Lifelong Vitality, which with individual ingredient supplements, you'd have to spend well over $250 a month just to get the same amount of product. And you'd be taking like 50 pills. It's just not a smart way to go. It's very, very efficient, very effective form of nutrients in the Lifelong Vitality. So that is what I wanted to share with you. I do want you to keep this in mind. Nobody is perfect. Striving for perfection just breeds really nasty, low vibe feelings of shame and guilt and frustration. And we don't want that for you. So give yourself a little grace, a little self-compassion, and just know that you've taken a really great step in the right direction of supporting your health. So you guys, good luck. Congratulations on this journey. Please reach out to your favorite wellness advocate, whomever invited you to this program, to this group, or helped you get started with your membership, and ask them any questions you have, and they are ready to support you. So love you guys. Good luck and congratulations. You're doing a good thing. Talk to you later.